Welcome to my channel Let's Bloom. Today we will study about general characters and mainly focus on the classification of bryophytes. Bryophytes are the most primitive group of the land plants. Among all the land plants, bryophytes are the most primitive one. Morphologically, अगर इनकी मॉर्फोलॉजी की बात करें, दे आर स्मॉल इन साइज एंड हैव नो वेस्कुलर टिश्यू. वेस्कुलर टिश्यू में जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम आ जाता है, बट इनमें जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम एब्सेंट होते हैं. हैबिटेट, ब्रायोफाइट्स आर perennial एंड लिव्स इन द ह्यूमिड एरियाज. दे आर कॉल्ड एज द एम्फीबियंस ऑफ प्लांट किंगडम. इनको एम्फीबियंस इसीलिए बोला जाता है बिकॉज they lives in humid areas but they need water for their fertilization. Bryophytes have two generations. Mainly all the plants have two main generations in their life cycle. One is the gametophytic generation and the second one is the sporophytic generation. Gametophytic generation is the dominant generation in case of the bryophytes. Sporophytic generation is the smallest phase in case of the bryophytes. Then next is the classification of the bryophytes. Several taxonomists have put forward their theories or classification of the bryophytes. Some of them are listed below. First one is the Braun. Braun was the first person who introduced the term bryophyta. So the term bryophyta was first introduced by Braun. Bryophyta along with algae, fungi, lichen and mosses are placed under acotyledony, which means they lack the cotyledons. So Braun placed the bryophytes among the acotyledony. Acotyledony basically means all the members that lack the cotyledon, and they placed algae, fungi, lichens and mosses in acotyledony. Later on, another taxonomist, Schimper, gave the bryophyta the rank of division. Then Ischler divided the bryophytes into two groups. One is Hepaticae and the another one is Muscae. The next taxonomist was Engler. Engler in 1892, he divided the division bryophyta into two classes, and these classes are Hepaticae and Muscae, and further divided each of the two classes into three orders. So according to Engler, bryophyta is divided into two classes, Hepaticae and Muscae. Hepaticae is further divided into three orders. One is the Marcantiales, second one is the Jungermanniales, and the third one is Anthocerotales. The second class, that is Muscae, is also divided into three orders, Bryales, Sphagnales and Andriales. This was the classification of the Engler. Further, various scientists or various taxonomists modified the classification of the Engler. And next, the classification of Cavers came. Caver omitted the word Hepaticae and Muscae and divided the bryophyta into 10 orders. The orders were Spherocarpales, Marcantiales, Jungermanniales, Anthocerotales, Sphagnales, Andriales, Tetraphydeales, Polytrichales, Buxbomiales and Eubryales. Next taxonomist came, that is Rothmeiler in 1951. He changed the nomenclature of two classes to three classes. The nomenclature which was earliest given by Engler, who divided bryophyta into two classes. Now the bryophyta is divided into three classes, Hepaticopsida, Antherocopsida and Bryopsida, and it is in accordance with the latest nomenclature of the ICBN, that is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. The modern bryologists classify the bryophyta into the following three classes. The main three classes were, first one is class 1 Hepaticopsida, second is class 2 Anthocerotopsida, and the third class is Bryopsida. These classes were also called as the Hepaticae, Anthocerotae and Muscae. The outline of modern classification of bryophyta is as follows. The bryophyta is divided into three classes, Hepaticopsida, Anthocerotopsida and Bryopsida. These are further divided into orders. The Hepaticopsida class is divided into 5 orders, that is order Techiales, Calobryales, Jungermanniales, Marcantiales and Spherocarpales. Next, the class Anthocerotopsida is divided into two subclasses, Anthocerotaceae and Nautilaceae. Then Bryopsida is divided into three subclasses, Sphagnate, Andriidae and Bryde. The Sphagneidae is further divided into order Sphagnales, in which the genus Sphagnum came, and the subclass Andriidae which is divided into order Andreales, and the subclass Bryidae, which is divided into 3 cohorts and 15 orders. So this is the overview of the modern system of classification of Bryophyta. In this modern system of classification, the order Jungermanniales consists of 2 suborders, Metzigerinae, and which includes about 9 families, and the family Peliaceae, which include the Pelia, which is the common genera. Then the suborder Jungermanniales include family Porelaceae, which have the genus Porella, which is also a common one. Then Campbell divided the order Marcantiales into 5 families. That is Rixiaceae, Corcinaceae, Marcantiaceae, Targionaceae, and Monoclaceae. The order Spherocarpales include 2 families, Spherocarpaceae and Raeliaceae. So this is the overview of the classification of Bryophytes.